Alrighty, so we need to talk about the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest because we're probably going to start getting hints or teasers for it very soon. If you guys don't know, it does not drop on New Year's Day itself. It is usually a few days beforehand, around like the 27th, the 28th of December. So I want to make sure that I get something out now and just kind of give you some fun little predictions for what I think it could potentially be. Now, when it comes to the potential theme, with New Year's, you always kind of have to assume that it's going to be something relatively hype, but it's not going to be something that gets like the anniversary level of love, right? When we talk about the characters that get the anniversary level love, we're talking the Super Vegetos, the Super Gogetas, and like these are like dedicated characters, right? Because like we think about the 2020 Dokkan Fest when we had the 2020 to 2021 New Year's Dokkan Fest where we had Pikkon and Janemba, but obviously you might be thinking like, Gogeta was a part of that unit super attack, but again, it was just like a Gogeta animation. It wasn't like a dedicated Gogeta character. So one thing, like I said, we have to keep in mind that potentially these are always characters that are not going to get like the big boy resources and stuff like that. Like usually with this Dual Dokkan Fest, these characters don't even have banner units, if I'm not mistaken, because again, they are dedicating their resources to the anniversary. So a bit of a long intro, but I have one leading prediction that I think New Year's is going to be. And then I have some other ones that I don't know if are going to be quite as, there's not going to be as much meat on the bones of these predictions, if you will. So the first one I want to talk about potentially is a Dokkan Fest that we've kind of memed about for a long time, or a Dual Dokkan Fest we've made jokes about for a long time. And that is going to be the Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Baby fight. Now, we have this version of a Goku from the Baby fight. No, but like the thing is he goes Super Saiyan 4, right? Like I think there's some references in here that are from the Baby fight, but this is not like traditionally from the Baby fight, excuse me. Because he obviously goes full power Super Saiyan 4 and he does not do that against Baby. So do keep that in mind. GT Heroes is a team that is in desperate needs of buffs. And there's one kind of contingency here that we know is going to be a thing in the future, right? This Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like 90% EZAing, I would say even maybe a little bit higher than that during the 10th anniversary. So this is going to be a character I think that the game needs to make sure that they are focusing on getting in a proper position, right? And I think part of that is making sure that the GT Hero team is buffed. So let's just say they do Goku versus Baby for New Year's, right? And if we have Goku versus Baby here, you guys can see we have a lot of GT Hero characters that could potentially be in the realm for their EZA, right? This in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I think would probably EZA during a more exciting time like anniversary, but we want to talk about like sub EZAs. This Goten and Gohan, and then this Goten and Trunks are very good banner units. If they get their EZAs, obviously, I think they have a lot of potential. And then the GT Golden Week Dual Dokkan Fest would be a very good pick for a set of EZAs. These are very anticipated at this point, and they came out in April of 2022 and or 2021, excuse me, and they are definitely due for their EZA, right? We're talking about 3 years now. We're getting to that 4-year range, and if they want to kind of move up the schedule just a little bit, right, this could potentially be a good choice, right? Just because it would work out well with the GT Heroes, GT Bosses theme for a EZAs and stuff like that, and it would just kind of line up well, right? Now, these would be characters all helping this LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA, and then who knows, maybe potentially it could be like another G4 for anniversary or something like that. You never know, right? There's only so much that I can go off in terms of like the schedule and predictions because I'm just a guy. I have no idea what's coming. I'm just kind of lining things up, trying to base things on potentially what it could be. And again, we have no idea just yet. So that's how I feel like the GT Heroes side of things would play out. But if we go to the GT Bosses side of things, when it comes to characters that can EZA for GT Bosses, you run into way more of an issue, right? Now, they would definitely not be getting like the crux of the EZAs, right? These would not be carrying the hype for the celebration, but potentially, if you wanted to EZA like LR Super 17, that would be pretty cool, right? And then like when it comes to the TURs, there is nothing here, right? Like a new Baby, like that would be a very good addition to this team just because right now there is nothing. These guys are not very good. This guy is like, he can look impressive, but it is very niche situations that this character will look impressive in, right? This is not going to be a character that holds it down for you in every slot or anything like that. he is just doing his thing in his spots. So this, I think GT bosses, again, really could use some help. So like a new DOKKANFEST baby, maybe an EZA for Super 17. Maybe I'm overestimating the capabilities of the New Year celebration. Again, considering that it does get the dedication for, you know, or it gets less, you know, resources and dedication than the anniversary would, just because it's so close. So I think Goku versus Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Baby would be a good pick for a New Year's Duel Dokkanfest. Maybe it's a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Who knows? I think they would probably want to go standalone in order to kind of like, you know, bait people into summoning for the anniversary. But again, I'm not sure. So that's the first one. Now, the second one, this is kind of just a general basis here. I think they could do something from the Androids and Cell Saga, because there's just a lot of characters that are due for their EZAs at this point from this saga, and the updates that they get are not very frequent. You guys can see here, I mean, we go from Super Trunks to Super Vegeta, right, or base Vegeta, and it's just like, that's like, these are two of the most recent characters on the banner, and then like you are on the category, and then you have this guy as well, LR Future Gohan, very good. You could potentially see something from here, right? I think maybe like a Goku versus Cell from this saga, I think potentially could happen. Maybe some form of like the Super Saiyan 1 Gohan. I don't really know if they would do that, but again, I'm just kind of basing this off of like random things I'd like to see for the most part in terms of this one. But then I think I have a prediction that I can't really pull up on the website, but I'm going to talk about it. I think that this one is like, to me, it feels pretty good, right? Like I don't want to say I'm confident in it, but I would really like if they go into this direction with the last choice that I have. But Cell Saga, you know, we could easily start to bang out some of these EZAs. This version of Trunks, this version of 17 and 18 could easily be getting their EZAs. If you want to go the sub EZA route, we have characters like Heart Virus Goku. We have a character like Android 19 and 20. Very good, not very good, but they can nullify Ki Blast Supers, absorb them, get HP back. This character has the Ghost Usher. Potentially they could fix this character up. You know, we talk about him a lot during videos, saying how you don't want to transform with him. Hopefully his EZA would fix that, right? Heart Virus Goku's EZA could potentially be very, very good. And then we have to probably wait a little bit for Golden Week 2022. I'd say these characters are just new enough to the point where they're a little bit out of the realm for their EZA. And that is just kind of how things go, right? Considering these 7 years are going to EZA before these guys, I would imagine. So Cell Saga, you never know. Again, this is kind of just a shot in the dark when it comes to a prediction, but the one that I really have confidence in, and like I mean this, is Daima. I think that Daima, this is a good time. If they want to just do like I'm trying to just pull up Daima because they don't have a category here for it. But when it comes to Dragon Ball Daima, right? And I know people are probably thinking like, oh, I don't want Daima. Daima's bad, right? Like it's, I think Daima's really starting to heat up, and people are excited. I'm excited, right? It's I'm trying to find, I don't even know where this Daima Goku is. Here he is, right? Okay, so I'm just to have something on the screen, right? Because there's no category for this yet. When it comes to Daima, we have, I think we're starting to get the momentum, right? The series is starting to build up a bit. We are getting a lot of different things. Tamagami versus Goku, very cool fight, right? Getting Goku to transform, nearly go Super Saiyan, or go Super Saiyan 2 for a moment. A lot of cool stuff. I'm not, and that's not a spoiler, right? Like we all know at this point, you know, we're pretty far in. Again, so if you don't want to be spoiled on Daima, let me kind of slow down a little bit here. I didn't even think about it. But this is your warning, right? If you don't want to be spoiled on Daima, I think that there's a potential for Daima for New Year's. Thank you for watching, right? I'm gonna give you another second. Okay, if you're watching from this point, you know what's going on in Daima. But with Daima, right, the introduction of Majin Ku, right, I don't think he would be a great New Year's or Dokkanfest choice just yet. But I do think that Tamagami number 3 is a good choice. I think that we potentially could get something like Glorio. I think that would be pretty fun, right? Or even just a Goku and Vegeta from Daima. I think that those are really good choices. It just kind of comes down to like the way that things are working, right? Because clearly Legends would not do a Legends Festival LF if they like didn't have this stuff ready to go, right? It's not like it's like these episodes are airing and then they're just cooking them up, right? Like, so it's easily possible that there's like a Super Saiyan Goku from Daima that we get, and then he lines up with like a Tamagami number 3, and we could start to get these buffs for Daima that are going to transition into the rest of the, you know, the rest of the way that the series is going to run, right? Because it's going to be like in the 20 episode range. So, you know, we're talking like what episode 9 I think just aired. So, you know, we've got about 4 months left if it just continues to run. So we really need to start building up a Daima team. We need to start building up a category for these characters in order for them to actually be able to see uses and stuff like that. And it's coming, right? Like there's no doubt in my mind that like a Daima heroes or a Daima bosses or just a Daima category is on the way, right? Like they're not just going to ignore this new anime that's in the game. So I think if we want to get started, I think a New Year's Duel Dokkan Fest would be good. I would really like a Super Saiyan Goku, like just do what Legends did for Legends Fest, right? If it was a Super Saiyan Goku mini, right, against Tamagami number 3, I think that would be a great choice for New Year's. And I'm starting to lean that way because, again, they can't just ignore these Daima releases forever in Dokkan. But again, with that being said, I'm just a guy. I don't know anything, right? This is just my assumptions and stuff like that, or my predictions. So just to end this video, really, I'm going to go with Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Baby and then Daima. Those are my two, like, really feeling pretty good predictions, because again, Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Baby is just like a nice like mask, right, where it's like, okay, they should do this. So there we go. Let me know down below what you guys think, who the New Year's Duel Dokkan Fest could be, and all of those fun things. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like before you go, and subscribe if you're new. That way you don't miss out on any of the Dokkan content that I'm posting around here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.